the YouTube fight and the kick fight and the Twitch fight and the this fight and
well, that's the thing, and it's become, like an influencer. The guys that are fighting and
Did you see Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua?
I did.
Right. What did you think about that fight?
I think that everybody that was involved in that should be embarrassed, and I think that I can't even believe it was allowed to happen. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he broke his jaw.
Right.
Of course he broke his jaw. He's lucky that's all that happened. Mm-hmm. He's lucky he's not eating out of a feeding tube somewhere.
Hey, man, when you looked in the camera and you were talking about Tito, and then there's this look when you see the final piece, you're like, yeah, Tito's a dumb guy. And you said something like, he'll step over dollars to pick up dimes.
That's what he did the entire time he was with us, man.
I say that shit a lot now. But I remember you looked in the camera, Dan, and you said, Tito, you know you're fucking stupid.
100%.
Fuck.
I mean, I hope he's figured it out by now. I mean, if you're Tito and you see a camera, you should fucking run as fast as you can.
Oh my God, dude. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I want to outlive my kids.
I mean, he is a gold mine. He's the gift that keeps on giving.
Hey man, it got to a point, Dana, where I stopped sending them to you because I was like, he's seeing them, and now this is all I'm sending now because it was kind of new to me.
It's fun. Well, when you and I did that interview, and I said, you don't understand how really stupid this guy. He's dumb. and when two people don't like each other, somebody's going to have something to say about it. I said to you, I have no ill will toward Tito. I hope he's doing great and he's whatever, him and his family. But he is – so we would be doing these press conferences, right? Mm-hmm. And I would have to listen to 25 minutes of his rambling, dumb shit that would come out of his mouth that made no sense the entire press conference. And I'd be like, I got to end this thing. And right before I would somebody would ask him another question. I'm like, this is going to be another 25 minutes of absolute.
Hey, man, Dana, when he was like, at one point, Tito, he's the face of what it felt like for UFC. Even when I first met him, I thought that Tito, because with Tap Out, I thought Tito owned Tap Out, all kind of shit, because he was like the guy I knew.
Right.
Were you sitting there early on, and were you like, oh my God?
I think it was more of a Southern California thing.
Maybe.
Tito did have a whatever, but Chuck was really the was
that's
the guy.
True. But you know what?
Us.
Did I not know Tito before Chuck?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Did.
Yeah.
So what's fascinating is the old owners of the UFC. When we bought it, I was managing Chuck and Tito, and the old owners didn't want Chuck.
Oh,
they didn't believe in Chuck. Yeah.
And then
I said, "You guys are crazy."
Oh, he coming.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God, dude.
So
do you think if Tito was different? Because there's some people in UFC that have a lifetime in UFC. Either they're recognized for life or they have some kind of affiliation with UFC. Do you think Tito Ortiz could have been one of those guys?
Yeah, Tito was our guy. I mean, when me and the Fertittas first got involved, we loved Tito. Mm-hmm. And then, Tito did everything in his power to destroy that relationship.
Yeah. When was the last time you talked to Tito?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Long time.
If he called you for tickets for this Saturday?
He did not.
But would you?
I would.
Right, okay, yeah. Right. Would you show it to him and be like, look at all this shit?
I'm sure he sees all this shit.
Yeah, look at it. Hey, man, it's nothing. Like, I don't have no shit where I look at somebody and be like, damn, I wish. But it's got to be fucked up for you to see something or someone still going and going, because he got to wake up some days and be like, dude, when is this shit going to be over? And then it's like, oh, there's UFC here. Oh, there's UFC there. Yeah. There's UFC Paramount Plus. It's like, when does the game for you now, there is no end and no expiration date on what Dana White, UFC, and the things that we see that's coming and what's in the near future. There's no expiration date.
Well, since the early days, I mean, I've always had a plan and I've always had an idea of what I thought could happen. So when I grew up, there was Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 8, and Channel 13. Mm-hmm. Then in high school, cable started. There was HBO first and then cable. It was 30 channels or something, including MTV.
Yeah.
And I always believed when we got into this business that there would be another Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 8, and Channel 13. but it would be globally. As technology get better. And I always believed that. I used to talk about that 20 years ago. And now we're heading into that, as you look at the world getting smaller, YouTube, global, Netflix is as close to global for a network as you can get. There's going to be a Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 8, and Channel 13, but it will be globally. And who's it going to be? Netflix, YouTube, Paramount, I don't know. Over the next 10 years, we'll see how this thing shakes out. And I've always believed that no matter what color you are, what language you speak, or what country you come from, we're all humans and we like fighting. And when you get the right fight in the right place with the right guys at the right time, the ceiling is 8 billion. There's 8 billion people on this planet. Damn. And, when you get the right guys, you can sell it to everybody.
Hey, man, we've had a relationship for decades now.
Yep.
And we had a great sit down when we did an off air.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting. So back in the day, they didn't want it on pay-per-view. We were beefing with the pay-per-view companies back then. I've told that story a million times, how I hunted down the guy. Actually, in Century City, here, they're having the big cable convention, and the guy who ran pay-per-view, I booked a room at the hotel, went down in the morning to the convention, started looking on the board, saw where he was going to be. His name was Marshall Zelaznik. He wanted nothing to do with UFC on pay-per-view. I literally waited outside his meeting room when he came out, said, Marshall, Dana White, I've been trying to set up a meeting with you. We're going to start the show called The Ultimate Fighter. It's going to be, we're going to sell pay-per-views, blah, blah, blah. Marshall Zelaznik ended up working for me. The guy that, he ended up working for the UFC.
I love it.
So, that whole thing happens. What the fuck was I what was I talking about before I got into this story?
I'm the wrong person to ask.
So we were talking about the pay-per-view. Big was talking about the last time he had you on off air, and you said what's interesting about the UFC.
Thank you. Boom.
Yeah. We gotta have
Raise.
one. Yeah. No.
Grab a stack over here.
No. Yeah, you can take that. Yeah. Don't be here handing out raises and shit. But now I gotta make sure that I get Paramount Plus.
So the other thing that I did was I flew around the country and I met with all the editors of newspapers, because newspaper was the king then. And these editors were all in their late 50s, early 60s. Ball and stick sports is all they cared about. Every once in a while, a boxing thing, we were never going to get in there. So what we did was we bought our way onto radio. And, we had to, we would do these national radio tours. I would come into L.A. and do radio tours all the time. And what we found out early on is that fighters were not good radio, okay?
Right, yeah. Oh, Lord.
So these guys would wake up late, call in, still half asleep, and guys like you would have to beat them over the head to try to get an interview out of them. So what ended up happening was when we would do these national satellite radio tours, right, they drop us into markets in the morning. So we would start at 3 or 4 in the morning on the West Coast. And me and Joe Rogan would split it. So I would do a pay-per-view, then Joe Rogan would do the next pay-per-view, and I would do the next pay-per-view. And that's how we really got started, was on radio. And of all the people, all the radio that I did in my life, you're the one guy that I've maintained a relationship with all these years.
There it is. That's the clip right there.
It's a fact.
All right, Dana, you can go. No. But you know what it is too, Dana? Like, I'm a fan first. Like, even now, like, I love UFC. I mean, literally, people know if there's a certain fight happening, you can't book me.
You're a fan, but you're a hustler.
Right.
You're a hustler, man.
Talk to me.
You were hustling back then. You had the biggest show, out here in L.A., and you're still hustling. And as technology has changed, radio is not the radio that I bought my way onto back in, early 2000s. Technology and everything changed radio, but yet here you are.
Yeah, man.
Still kicking ass.
And you know what you got to do too, Dana? You got to change with the times
100%.
too. Because even our radio show has become a video show, a television show, a talk show.
Yep.
And you got to know how to cut clips and do everything, man. And I tell people there's nowhere in the world that I've traveled that I haven't been recognized. And God willing, I have my radio and my mic here. But the way that you super serve what you do, you got to, bro. You're
a hustler, brother.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm about to hustle you for some tickets for Saturday. Yeah, man. So talk to me about this Paramount Plus deal, bro. and this card that one of these fights is good enough. All of these fights are pretty much damn near
so
main
obviously,
events.
There's this huge gap from when we left ESPN to when we're launching on Paramount. And it's like 6 weeks. And, you know, we never go 6 weeks. We're every Saturday. Maybe there's one Saturday off or something like that. So we knew that was coming, and we always want to put on the best fights you can. But this card is stacked with incredible fights, and with everybody having, you know, so much time off from watching the UFC. This Saturday is going to be badass.
Hey, man, I remember one point we were talking. You were like, "Oh, I got a big announcement coming up," and every time you say something, I'm thinking that's the announcement. So I'm like, "Man, congratulations!" You're like, "No, that's not it." What the fuck? You know? So is this it? I'm pretty sure it's not.
What? Paramount? Yeah. This is it.
Hey, man. So what does this mean for UFC, and what does this mean for us as consumers and fans and viewers?
So what it means for the UFC, obviously, you know, all the work that we put in over the last 25 years has led us to this. Now we have like an NFL, Major League Baseball type deal for our sport. But what it means for me and my team personally is that the slate is wiped clean. The past means nothing. The past just got us here. Now we got to prove ourselves all over again for the next 7 years. And accomplish, you know, 5 years into this. You guys know, 5 years goes by like this, right?
Yes, very much so.
So in 5 years, I'll be looking down the barrel of another rights deal coming up with Paramount. So we have to grind, we have to deliver, and we have to help them do all the things that they want to do with that company, you know, in the next 7 years with us. We have to help them accomplish all those goals. What it means for you, the consumer, is what used to cost you, $1,200-$1,300 a year.
Yes.
Now it's like at a minimum, depending on the package you get, $8.99. And the beautiful thing is about this is you get everything UFC for $8.99 a month. You get the entire library.
It's crazy, bro.
Plus,
all the fights are up there.
You know, I don't know if any of you have got into Landman yet.
Yes.
Or Mobland. I mean, you know, they have all these great TV shows, movies, and everything else on the network. But Landman, I don't watch TV and movies and shit like that because I don't have time. So somebody will start buzzing about something. And I was fucking around on YouTube, and they had like these clips of Landman. I said, I started watching Landman, and I got sucked right in.
Oh, my God.
The writing on this show.
You went and bought it, right? You went and bought it?
So...
Did you buy Landman?
It's
Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, he's a beast. He went and fucked around and bought it. Like,
Billy
man,
Bob
I need
Thornton
Landman.
Is incredible in this show. The writing is amazing. The wife and the daughter are unbelievable. The lawyer is it's just every character on the show is so great, and the writing's great. And the other one is Mobland.
Hey, man, watch Mobland and watch both of these go through the roof now that Dana talking about it, even more so.
But it's true. Tell me I'm wrong. Anybody who's seen it, I'd love to debate anybody that tells me I'm wrong on this. Now, who in this room saw Snatch?
No, I did.
Right? Remember Snatch?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, if you didn't see Snatch, you need to
I was trying to look at
go
Snatch
home
last
right
night.
now and watch
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like, hello.
Wrong one.
Oh, yeah, I saw the movie too.
Movie.
Okay, I saw that too. My bad. Sorry about that, man. I thought it was me and you again, Dana, just having guys talk.
Guy Ritchie did
Snatch.
Snatch, and this is Guy Ritchie. It's like Guy Ritchie is back with Mobland. It's incredible. And it's if you start watching it, it's one of those shows you can't stop. You just keep knocking out episodes, and you're like, fuck, it's 4 a.m. I got to go to sleep.
I got to get on the plane. I got to go see Big Boy. Hey, man, so with this particular situation that's going down, I hear some people saying, oh, it's West Coast time or it's West Coast. What does that mean?
Yeah, no. So what we did was, and this was their call, we dropped it back an hour.
Right.
You know, because the people on the East Coast for all these years, you know.
Yeah, man.
But the East Coast is rough. Monday Night Football's rough on the East
Hey,
Coast.
dude, I couldn't imagine being at radio or on air and after watching like, oh, you know, we got to watch a game and it's on the East Coast. It started at 7. It's 10 o'clock there, you know. And for 7 o'clock here, we're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Some of the games are over at 1 in the morning.
1 in the morning. Yeah, exactly.
What are you
Our
crazy?
flights end at 1 in the morning on the East Coast,
Jesus
so it'll end an
Christ.
hour earlier. So.
Man,
Yeah.
Hey, dude, so that's good for us too.
That's good for everybody.
Yeah. Now, why does this card look the way this card look, bro. Like,
well, I want every
it's just
card to look
coming
like
out the-
this.
yeah,
It's,
well,
you know.
But you know what's great about UFC? You can have a beautiful, beautiful headline, like, and everything under that, you're deciding, like, what was the fight of the fucking night?
Well, here's what we do.
The main
what we
card-
do is we have great matchmaking. So even, I mean, 25 years, and I still got to listen to people say, this card sucks. No. You can't say this card sucks till Saturday night when the card's over.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the ones that people usually shit on end up being the best ones that we have.
You
So-
talking about before we actually watch
before
it.
you watch
You know
the
what I
card.
love about you too, Dana, is you'll come on and you'll say exactly what we're thinking. Like, it'd be something that happened, you're like, yeah, that was bullshit. And I'm like, God damn, motherfucker, don't you, like, you sure? Like, where's your mental editor at?
Well, you have people that are out there and they'll be like, yeah, I'm not buying this card. This card's, so don't fucking buy it.
Right.
Give a shit. I'm not begging you to buy the fucking card. We're going to do 40 fucking 4 of them this year. You'll end up liking one of them. Buy that one.
But you know what's wild about that, man, is you never know what's going to happen.
100%.
You never know.
We do great matchmaking with every single show that we put on. Some that we think are going to be unbelievable can end up being terrible, and then the ones you didn't expect end up. Listen, this is what I need. When I get you guys to stay home on a Saturday night, right? You got tons of shit. You really got 2 nights. You got Friday night, which because you get off work, you know. So Saturday night is everybody's night, and we compete with everything. We compete with your wife, your girlfriend, your kids. New
Your
movie
wife
comes out.
and girlfriend, Luke.
Yeah.
You know,
Both
like,
of 'em.
yeah, this is fucking ridiculous.
And we need 2 or 3 holy shit moments that night that make everybody jump up out of their seats and go crazy. And we delivered, and we did what we're supposed to do.
Do you? And you gotta still get excited for what you see.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, I get to sit there and see the greatest fights ever. We were just running some numbers on it. I've seen 10,000 fights.
Jesus.
10,000 fights in my career. Yeah, not including shit that I watched before the UFC, just during the UFC.
And you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
still
looked
love
at
it.
some of the fights and it was just too brutal?
Well, the thing is, for me, in the position that I'm in, when I see fights that are too brutal, I start getting the troops all, get this guy in an ambulance and to the hospital as soon as possible. No interviews, no bullshit. Get him out of here and get him to the hospital immediately, and over test this guy. And I say this, 30 years in the UFC, never a death or serious injury.
Damn.
Yeah, and now that I'm getting into boxing,
Oh yeah.
I want that same record in boxing.
What
So-
are we talking about now for boxing, Dana? Boxing has
on
been
on the safety side, we spend so much money on health and safety, and that's what you have to do to make sure that you keep these kids healthy.
Why would you and the guys get into boxing?
I always wanted to. It was just a matter of timing, and I guess now is the time. So
What do you feel about boxing now? Like, what's become the norm of boxing? We're not seeing the greatest fights.
Yeah,
Then there's fighters that hold on to one of the belts for 2 years,
Yep.
18 months.
won't unify, won't fight the other guys that everyone wants to see him, and everybody's undefeated.
Yeah.
Everybody's undefeated.
And
Right?
that's what I love about UFC. You can have some L's, and we come from boxing where the L meant nothing. All that, the O must go type of shit is like, stop it.
So this Friday, I launched Zuffa Boxing on Paramount. The 3 top fights of the night, everybody's undefeated. So
the O must go.
The matchmaking on this card is incredible. And you're always going to get the naysayers and the fucking, the guys who don't know shit but think they do. And they're all talking about, oh, this card doesn't have this and that. I'm starting from scratch and rebuilding the whole sport from the ground up the way that I want to do it. And if you tune in Friday night and you're a boxing fan, you should see some great fights. And a lot of O's are going to go on.
Yeah,
Friday
got
night.
to, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, man, dude, were you looking at boxing about just kind of how different it's become?
Yeah, it's become this every time you put on a fight, it's like a going out of business sale, right? They're trying to grab as much money as they can and get the fuck out of there, and then you'll see them again in 3 years. The other thing with boxing is what I just explained to you earlier about my business. Like, when I get you to stay home on Saturday, I never want you to turn the TV off and go, God damn it, I wish I did something else.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Or they got me.
And that's what I say every time I watch a boxing match. I'm like, God damn it, they got me again. Because they do it every 3 fucking years and you forget, right? After you turn the TV off, you're like, they're not going to get me again. 3 years later, there you are, watching the big fight.
You're talking about 3 years. Those are if you get the big fight.
Right.
And then you got the YouTube fight and the kick fight and the Twitch fight and the this fight and
well, that's the thing, and it's become, like an influencer. The guys that are fighting, and they're like.
You got 2 porn stars who are going to be fighting in January.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're
for
getting.
real.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like, what the hell?
He was like, I'm doing my thing Friday night, so I can't.
Well, here's the thing.
That shit.
There's always going to be a group of people that want to watch those type of fights.
Yeah.
But then, once I start to build this thing and we get to where I want to be,
you
want to see the best in the world. You want to know who's the best and who is really the champion in each weight class and who really is undefeated and it actually means something.
Did you see Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua?
I did.
Right. What did you think about that fight?
I think that everybody that was involved in that should be embarrassed, and I think that I can't even fucking believe it was allowed to happen. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he broke his jaw.
Right.
Of course he broke his jaw. He's lucky that's all that happened. Mm-hmm. He's lucky he's not in a fucking eating out of a feeding tube somewhere,
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it was carried for additional rounds?
No.
No?
No. Here's the thing. When you have somebody like Anthony Joshua who's fought at the highest level his whole life, and then you get in there with a guy that's running and tackling, you know what I mean? I'm sure he's never sparred with anybody that's running and tackling. So here's the thing. I was willing to bet. I started calling.
Oh, I know you did.
I'd have bet every fucking thing I owned, okay, on that fight. But what I was worried about was that kind of goofy shit happening. And when he started like tackling him and grabbing his legs, all it takes is blow his ACL out.
Yep.
And now he's out of the fight.
Yeah.
And
you living with me.
Yeah, and exactly. I'd have been calling you up. Hey, remember all those free tickets?
I gotta call him back, Big. I gotta call him back. And you ate in the back in my lounge. That's got to be good for at least 8 months. Yeah. So you're ready to build something because you got to think with UFC. We look at UFC, and that seems genius. So we had this conversation before where you pick up UFC. What was the price you picked up UFC for? You guys?
$2 million.
$2 million. Wow. So anybody else would be like, oh, I would go in on that. Yeah, you say that today.
Right.
It probably wouldn't have been a money raise that we could.
It's unexplainable, the perception of the sport at that time. Mm-hmm. So in the Fertitta portfolio, we were the redheaded stepchild of it. I mean, all the Fertitta's guys that were, the big, financial guys hated the thing. And they're like, you guys are going to waste so much money on this thing. And it's never going to work. And it's never going to get on TV. It's never going to this. It's never going to that. And it's hard for people now because, all these young people grew up with it.
Yeah.
On TV.
Some people haven't had life without it.
100%. And it's hard for people to wrap their heads around how hard it really was to.
But from the $2 million, it was what, like 30 million or something million that y'all still had
upside
to spend.
down.
Yeah, so you look at it, I'm pretty sure even after the buy, people are like, man, y'all need to let that go.
So when you think of 30 million before taxes, what I mean?
My Lord.
Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure people that even love you would probably say, hey, man, you need to let that one go.
100%. Not many people believed in it,
Yeah.
But thank God the Fertitta brothers did, and they hung in there. We fought through it, and I've told this story before. Lorenzo called me one day. He's like, Dana, I can't keep doing this. Me and my brother are blowing all our fucking money on this thing and whatever. He says, I want you to call around and see what you could sell it for. So I made calls that day. I called him back at the end of the day. And this is the time, we're in this thing 30-something million. I said, probably get $7 million for it. And he said, okay, I'll call you tomorrow. And I'm driving to work the next morning,
And in your head, you're like, we're selling.
No, I just knew that he was, he was thinking about it.
Right.
So driving to work the next day, and he called me. He literally goes, "Fuck it, let's keep going."
Damn. Dude, I have no fuck it friends. Do you know what I'm saying? Because for real, somebody else would have been like, "Hey man, we losing, bro."
That's
like
CTL.
even like we cool now, Dana. But if I would have known you back then, I probably would have been the one to tell you like, "Hey, bro, like, you sure?"
Yeah.
Like, man. And then once you made it, like how you are now, I'd be like, "Hey, look at us.
True. Well,
We're genius."
when we did the Ultimate Fighter was the last $10 million investment. If the Ultimate Fighter didn't work, it was over. And the Ultimate Fighter went just like this.
As Kanye West said, guess we'll never know, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Yep.
Where
I'm glad we know.
Yeah, in a major way. Hey man, when you have a fight, when it's a UFC day, when do you actually get to the venue, and do you still have performance butterflies?
I'm there early. So I have a big green room in the back, and I watch all the prelims there, and then as we're going live on pay-per-view for the main card, I come out. But I watch all of them back there, and we have partners and networks and sponsors and all kinds of people that cycle through my room all night. We're back there doing business all night until we walk out for the main card. And then even during the main card, I mean, the sponsorship guys are bringing potential people up to me that are there, and
It's a long and exhausting day, though. Right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I asked that, because between you and Dr. Dre are, as many people as I may have in my phone, you and Dr. Dre are the only ones that would either pick up, text back, or call right back. Like, there are literally times, there's been times, dude, where I'm just like, oh my God, that was a great fucking fight. Not even thinking that you're probably wiping blood off your fucking shoes from somebody. And you be like, isn't it? That motherfucker type back. I'm like, dude, like, that shit was fucking amazing. All right, I gotta let you go. I'm going into the main card now. But you would literally hit me back, and I know your world gotta be fucking crazy at that time.
So you know how you told me before we got on, you did a digital detox?
Yeah.
I literally never do that.
Damn.
My phone is by my bed, and I go all night, all day. Yeah.
And your queen is just, this is just like, your queen is like, this is just the guy that I married. This is him.
This is it. This is
what
it.
do you do to slow down?
We talked about this. I don't know if we did it on your podcast, but who the fuck asked me this? But my son Aiden, when she was pregnant with him, the due date was the Chuck Liddell fight.
Oh Lord!
And I said to the doctor, "This ain't gonna work. This doesn't work for me,
man. I don't know where this medical field medicine is at, but
so we scheduled a C-section to take him early.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So was she gonna go natural?
No.
Okay, but there was a C-section. You're like, no, we got to back this up. Like,
yeah, was she gonna go natural? What? Like go in when the baby?
Yeah.
When the baby's due, you.
Right.
Hey, the baby's due. Let's go.
But y'all did a
that was supposed to be
C-section.
Saturday on the fucking Chuck Liddell fight. That was the date that they pinpointed.
Right, you're like, nah, this ain't gonna happen, Jack.
It's not gonna work for
me.
me.
No, we're gonna be walking out in Vegas. Something got to change.
That's
but if you
crazy.
change, okay, no, something.
But digital detox does not exist with me. I don't. Yeah.
What do you do to slow down, Dana? Like if you just want to chill or get away?
I just went on vacation. We went for 10 days to Fiji, and we're on a boat for 10 days, and it's just me and my family, and it's one of the greatest experiences you can ever have in life. And that's all I need. We got 10 days, and then we'll do 4th of July at my place in Maine. So I do 3 or 4 family trips, a year, which is more than most people get to take. Regular people don't get to take 4 fucking vacations a year.
Yeah. Right.
And I explained this to my wife. If it was up to her, we'd be on 27 vacations for 19 days.
Hey man, if it was up to my wife, for one, I would be in prison for tax evasion. Because my wife hates taxes. and then she don't understand that big boy's neighborhood means big boy must be there.
Right.
Like she literally like, baby, you can take that off. Oh, you can go from the house. You could do it. And I'm like, baby, look at this.
Right.
This is why,
exactly.
I got to go do this so we can have that.
100%. You want to go on 4 vacations a year?
Right.
Yeah.
But don't tell her the 4 vacation thing, though. Please.
Were you on a Fertitta boat?
Yeah. Well,
my
no,
gosh.
it wasn't theirs, but yeah, it was
okay.
on one like that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Have you seen
I actually,
their boats?
the boat I had was called Octopus, and it's the boat Paul
Google
Allen
that.
built before he died.
Damn.
Octopus.
Octopus.
Hey man, that's probably one of those you can live on, huh?
So
Full staff.
I was on it for 10 days. I didn't see the whole boat.
Jesus Christ, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
88 staff. 88.
Jesus.
Yeah. 88
Yeah,
people on the boat.
Is that it right there?
Yeah. It's probably
Damn
flipping
it.
through pictures.
Hey man, that's that shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that a boat in the boat?
Yeah, it probably does.
They have boats in the boat, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Helicopter, submarines,
Yeah,
fucking.
dog, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. And so how many people, but not staff, how many people are with you on that boat?
My family. My wife and my 3 kids and 2 of their girlfriends, my son's girlfriends.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Damn.
It is the greatest time you will ever spend with your family.
That's
With
really
your
cool.
family? So we're invited? Thank you, man. Hey, dude, you saw me coming with that. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So is it at the end of 2026 when we leave, or when do you get out?
Yeah, so in the summertime I go down to the Amalfi Coast, and then for
Hey, dude,
Christmas,
watch
we
this.
figure
Anybody
it
know
out.
what the Amalfi Coast is?
Not at all, bro.
Yeah. So
I know
sorry.
where
So,
Catalina Island
Let me
is.
put it
right?
to you this way.
Dave, you know what the Amalfi Coast is, huh? I kind of figured you would.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck about Italy. Could give a
Right.
shit about Italy.
Oh, you talking Amalfi? Oh, you said
Yeah.
Amalfi Coast.
Amalfi.
Oh, Amalfi. Yeah. In Italy. Like Italy. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I could care less. And then I went to Italy.
Oh, my God, bro.
It's fine.
You ever been to Venice?
No, I've never been to Venice.
Oh my God,
No.
Venice is amazing. Like right by Santa Monica, right here. Venice is not. They
I've
clean
been
up
to
the
that
boardwalk. Yeah, they clean up the boardwalk quite a bit. But oh my God, man, you go down there, people pop locking for change and shit. It's like it's a beautiful. We should go down there one day. But I know you hate California. Hey man, Dana literally jumped out the fucking plane when it landed. He was like, I don't even want y'all motherfuckers to stop. He was like, I want to see Big Boy and Jim Rome, then I'm out this motherfucker. He said, Big Boy, Jim Rome, boom, I'm home.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
So 10 years ago, you couldn't keep me out of this city.
Right.
So this is what I believe. The Amalfi Coast, right, is one of the greatest stretches of earth that you will ever experience in your life. It's absolutely incredible. And the richest, most powerful people in the world go there every single summer for a reason.
That's why I haven't heard of it.
Everybody's down there with their boats. Now, arguably 1 or 2, you start at San Francisco and go all the way down to Cabo, right?
Right.
You could argue number 1 or number 2 greatest
is that
pieces
nice?
of earth on the planet. Yes.
Going from
San
San
Francisco
Francisco to
down
Cabo,
to Cabo.
is
yeah.
a nice ride. I've never seen that.
I'm saying it's the greatest stretch of earth
Right.
on the planet,
Okay.
right? So LA 10 years ago, when you would come to this city, I think it was the greatest city on earth. And I love Las Vegas. I love Rome, London, all these other cool cities. There was nothing like Los Angeles 10 years ago.
Damn.
It was, I would look for excuse. I would make up meetings to come out
Right.
here to be in LA. Dinner, the hotel scene, the food scene, the night scene. It was incredible. And it just
It's changed for
after
you?
COVID. Yeah, it's not the same.
Hey man, that's why even when they told us they're like, you're gonna interview Dana, I was like, all right, when do I gotta go to Vegas?
Yeah.
They was like, he's coming to town. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck?
How do you feel about people saying that Vegas is dying? We hear these reports all the
It
time.
drives me fucking. There's this weird.
We got a viral video
There's-
out there, so
There's this weird thing going on right now where all these goofy motherfuckers are talking about Vegas and how it's down. I went to the game yesterday. I was in Miami for the game, but this last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I was in Caesar's Palace, fucking packed. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I was like, "What the hell's going on? Is there like a convention going on here or something?" Packed. It's all bullshit. I don't understand what this whole, this organized attack on Vegas is right now with all these goofy people on the internet. But they're full of shit.
Well, you guys got to organize attack on California. Hey, man, but you know what?
That's right. We can blame California. But you gotta be California.
Hey, man, but you know what's wild about it?
crazy.
I thought that I've seen it. The way it feels different in the hotels, Dana. The club life feel different, even though I don't go out. Maybe I'm seeing that on social media.
See, I don't know about the club life.
Right,
I'm not
yeah.
in the clubs, but I don't know about that. It makes sense for the bottom to fall out on the clubs. I mean,
Right.
the money that you go in there and do it, but it's, when you're young, it's fun. And what is true and what I'm hearing is that the, liquor is, and the alcohol market is down like almost $1 billion right now because this younger generation isn't drinking.
Damn.
Yeah. And a lot of people are drinking less since COVID, too. Feels like everybody's tried to get a little healthier after
Yeah,
COVID.
what about you and your health? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Listen, I put some weight back on over
Really?
the summer.
Hey, man.
You know, it's funny. So I was with the president last night, and I don't know if I told you this before, but he hated when I lost weight.
Really?
Like every time I see him, he'd say, "You look like shit, man.
Right.
What are you
You
doing?"
didn't tell him you
Yeah.
look the same? Shit. You got to be like fucking ditto.
He's like,
shit.
He's like, "You got to put the weight back on, man. You look terrible." And
He's
he
like,
said
go
to me last
McDonald's
night,
with me.
he goes, "All these guys that I know, friends of mine, they lose all this weight and they look weird," he says.
Right.
So I
Wow.
see him last night, and I put like 25 pounds back on. He's like, "Yes, you look great. Stop losing weight. Stay right here."
But what do you think you did? Because you look good, you look healthy.
Well, I keep working out and,
Right.
and doing all that stuff, but I was like, for 3 years, I was hardcore.
Yeah, man.
I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything. I did everything the way Gary Brecka told me
Yeah.
to do it. And
Hey, bro.
I got down to like 191 pounds.
Hey, man, that damn Gary Brecka, for some reason, it's just lifestyle. And it's the
Yep.
way you eating, and I felt amazing. Dude, I went from like 210 pounds to like 165. But I was like, I didn't have that weight to lose. I went down to 169 pounds.
Tell
And
me,
I was like, I didn't have that weight to lose.
I was just with Stephen A. Smith in New York. He looks incredible. He's on
Right.
he's hardcore right now, like on the Gary Brecka, and he's like, "Dude, you saved my life." And Steve Harvey, I ran into Steve
Yeah.
Harvey in Abu Dhabi, and he just did. So there's this thing that they have.
I'm in the wrong circles. Hold on for a second, Danny. Remember what you're saying. No disrespect to anybody here. But I'm in the wrong fucking circle. Go ahead.
So they have this thing down in Tijuana where you go in and they literally put a fucking needle into your
In your neck?
your what is it?
Thyroid?
Jugular?
Your carotid, your jugular. And it's a 3-day process. And they literally put your blood through a machine and it filters your blood and then puts your blood back into your body. And this thing it's supposed to be incredible for people who have cancer.
Oh my God.
And it gets all this shit out of your blood, like metals and mold and all these different toxins and all this stuff. And Stephen A. Smith and Steve Harvey both told me that when they did it, like their eyesight was better, their hearing was better, and they felt so much better.
Now I got to go do this?
Yeah. They asked me to go with them when they were doing it. I said, I don't have time to sit down there for 3 days. But I'm going to try to do it this year.
And it's just almost like dialysis. Like
Yes.
you would go in and then,
Yes.
all right, well, let me know when we're going. Because I'm, usually with Gary Brecka, you didn't even notice. I don't know who your accounting team is. I was putting all kind of shit on your account. They was like, oh yeah, you need this infrared light. I was like, man, put that on Dana's account.
Well, you must just slide right in with my wife and her family. So.
Yeah, just put it on his account.
Exactly.
But yeah, so are you still doing Brecka, or you got a Gary Brecka lifestyle?
I'm with Gary Brecka. Yeah. No, the great thing that Gary taught me is first of all, I've talked about this a million times, but I went to all these doctors and I was on all these pills, for blood pressure and thyroid and fucking cholesterol and you name it. And no doctor could ever fix anything. They just kept throwing pills at me. I'm on no pills. I take supplements. So even though I gained some weight, I feel great. My blood work is perfect.
Yeah.
My blood pressure, all that stuff is great. So what Gary showed me is this stuff can be fixed. The other thing that I had was horrible sleep apnea.
Yeah, I remember you told me
Horrible.
that.
I mean, my sleep apnea, that's what would have killed me.
Can you
eventually.
sleep at night though with
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
that goes on?
I'm great. Yeah. Once I go to bed, I go to bed.
And
I'm
you
good.
you sleep
I
straight
just don't
through the
sleep
night
for a long time.
Yeah,
no.
see. See, I can go to sleep. I don't sleep through the night. Like I've been up now since 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I flew from Miami and landed at 2:30, and I didn't go to bed. I've been up since.
Did you stop
Miami.
at a casino?
I've been up since. Yeah, I did.
He said, yep.
I've been up since the day of the game. That morning, the day of the game. From
Jesus
Miami.
Christ.
Yeah. I
Just
haven't slept
natural,
yet.
huh? I know one of my homeboys, he stay up. He's not a homeboy, but he stay up quite a bit, but he do a lot of cocaine. So he
That helps.
Yeah, that's yeah. He's not as paid as you are though. Hey Dana, I remember
It'll
it.
help your weight too.
Oh, fuck that breakfast shit. Hey man, but I remember you sent me a video, and I think I probably showed you, Ani.
Yeah, oh my
but
God.
I didn't put it out to the public or anything. But it was you. You had just hit a casino,
Yeah.
and it was quite a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the video you sent to me?
I don't, but there's a lot of
Could
them.
I be wrong if I said it was over? Was it 1.4 in the bag or 2 in the bag?
Makes sense.
In the bag.
So, yeah.
You about to go show another.
So
you
what we
got
do-
another video in
this
here.
This morning. This was this morning.
Do they love you for
Show
that?
it to the
or do
camera.
they hate
Jesus
you for
Christ.
that?
Some of those casinos hate you for that. What was that take?
650.
And what do you sit down and spend or gamble with?
Or start with, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I sit down and start with $1 million.
Oh, okay, yeah. all
Then
right.
you pay the million. Then you pay the $1 million marker back once you're up, and you leave with whatever the cash is.
So they
When we're off the air,
yeah.
I will tell you some crazy shit.
Oh shit, I thought that was crazy.
Yeah. What, the 600? No,
Yeah.
no. I'll tell you some crazy shit.
Do they do
I gotta
everything?
I got to tell you this whole story it's for you guys.
Do they like when you come in or do they not like when you come in? Because I remember it was one spot you didn't want to gamble at because you're like, oh, they full of shit now. It's better with this other owner.
Yeah. So what happens is I have the Bellagio, Caesar's Palace, and the Venetian. Those are the 3 places that will take my play, not sweat it, and it's always a good experience. Most of the other places are all like the Win. You don't want to gamble at the Win, man. You want to eat at the Win. Great restaurants.
And why I don't want to gamble at
Because
the
they're a
Wynn.
bunch of pussies.
No, keep it real with me. No. Shit. Like,
They're pussies, yeah.
all right, okay.
If you're somebody
so next time I go into the Win, I'll be like, hey, you fucking pussies.
if you play big and you really play, yeah, they don't want me playing over there. They would never let me play.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the most you've lost?
So
Like walked out and like, damn, they got me.
So one of the story I've told this a million times too. The 3 million that night. Yeah, that I got drunk that night and thought I lost for some reason 85, 90 grand. Woke up the next day and realized I lost 3 million.
Can you walk them through that? Because he said, because we had a chance to speak about this, you thought you were drunk. You get up the next morning and you're thinking 85, 90, like, man, almost even then, like, man, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, so
and
I'm
you
gambling,
called, right?
drinking. I got the music playing in there. I'm having fun. I wake up the next morning and I'm like, God damn it, they got me for like 85, 90 grand or whatever. So I leave the hotel and I'm driving around doing my shit that day. So they call me. It was at the Rio. Remember when the Rio was?
my
the,
God.
Yeah. And the Rio used to
You
have.
could have
these-
bought the Rio.
I could now.
Yeah.
The Rio had these rooms that are like houses. I mean, incredible, especially for that time. And I stayed in one of those rooms. So the host calls me and he says, "Hey Dana, it's like 3:30 in the afternoon, 4 o'clock. He's like, are you going to come back today? And do you need the room or can we let the room go?" And I'm like, yeah, I can't come back tonight, but don't get too comfortable with my 85 grand. I'm coming back to get my money, and literally fucking crickets on the other line. And he goes, "Dana, you lost $3 million last night." And I said, "What?" I was driving. I pulled over on the side of the road. I said, "What the fuck? How is that even possible?" I said, "My limit's $1 million." He goes, "Well, you had us get the GM on the phone at like 4 a.m. You started calling him a pussy and all this shit." And I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah, it sound like it.
Exactly. Yeah. I couldn't argue with that one.
Like, as soon as he said pussy, you was like, yeah, damn. Even somebody watching it like, dude, he just called the Win pussies. So that's definitely something that he would say.
Yeah.
So at what
my
point
gosh.
do you tell your wife or do you tell anyone you
Oh,
lost
hell
3
no,
million?
you don't tell her that. No.
Yeah.
No.
But you know what though, man? And I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. You still here. Cause $3 million, I would have contemplated other shit. You know, there's like $3 million.
But here's
do
the
you
thing.
ever think about what you could have done?
No,
You know when people lose, they be like, man, I could have.
Here's the thing you can't do. So if you are a gambler, you consider yourself a gambler or you like to gamble, what you can't do is, it's the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. When you win, it's the greatest thing in the world. When you lose, it's not. But what you do is, if you end up getting smoked, you get back to work. Grind. Get back to work. Grind. Pay your debts like a man. Take it on the chin.
Damn.
And come back again another day.
You know what I do? I call that 800 gambler number. I'm just crying.
Well, guess what? They're not going to pay off your debt.
Right, yeah, that is true. Hey, man, do you think that Bruno Mars, do you know of anything about Bruno Mars having a debt in Vegas, and that's why he got to perform?
So I see Bruno all the time, and a lot of the stories that you hear coming out of Vegas are such bullshit, like we talked about earlier. And I don't know what, how much he's won or lost or whatever. But you think Bruno Mars has to fucking sing because he has to pay?
Right.
Have you ever seen Bruno Mars concert in Las Vegas?
Oh, yeah. He's amazing.
Dude, guys, listen
fucking
to me.
Amazing.
Everybody in this room and everybody listening to this show. Now, I'm 56 years old, and Bruno Mars isn't my, that's not like the kind of music I listen to. And you go see Bruno Mars. He's so fucking good.
Yeah.
It is the great. He's like Michael Jackson. I mean, he's that fucking good. And him and his group, when they're playing, you feel like there's nowhere in the world they would rather be than on that stage performing that night. I've seen his show like 10 times, and I'm going to see it another 110 before I die. And, the deals that these guys cut for these residencies, Bruno Mars has plenty of money.
And then what I was saying, if he did then I know he got it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Exactly.
He got it.
Exactly.
And if there is a deal that's made, then it's like, okay, just like when somebody Rock Nation or somebody get a forward or, in advance, you're like, okay, we're partners now. Maybe that's it. I know that if I owed it, they had to catch me if they can.
But how possible is it to lose? They always throw out the number 50 million. But how
30,
possible is it even? To me, it's like there's no way a casino will let you run up 50 million like that.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, they will, huh?
Oh, fuck yeah, they will.
Hell, you thought he lost 90.
Yo.
So they have. So there's a guy, Watanabe. You ever hear of Watanabe? Is his last name? Something like that. His name's something like Watanabe. He was in Vegas, and he had a lot of problems. Okay, it wasn't just gambling, and literally he blew his whole family's fortune. It was like,
oh my God,
I want to say it was $600 million or something like that. Yeah, like $600 million. He just lived in the casino the whole time, and
And they, man, and not that they let him, but nobody was like, hey, bro, you need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, shit, I would have walked him out for 100,000. Shit, like, come on,
at
man.
the end of the day, when you hear these kind of stories, it's like my night. I've heard these stories where somebody will lose a bunch of money, and then he'll come back the next day and go, I was drunk, and they were giving me free liquor. Yeah, fuckface.
Yeah.
You get free liquor when you're in here fucking gambling and you're a grown-ass man. It's like the night that I told you my story, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm going to wake up and go, oh, you got me drunk? No, I got me drunk.
Hey, man, you didn't even play y'all handed me the phone to the general manager. You didn't play none of those cards. I would have been like, man, I didn't have the general manager's number.
Yeah.
I would have been like, who fucking dialed the general manager?
We're all grown-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at
We
that
all
time,
make
I
our
would have
own
came real
decisions.
small, bro. I would have been a baby.
If you're
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you're
fuck
gonna
that.
really gamble, don't drink. You know what I mean? If you're really gonna gamble, the way that I gamble, don't drink. Don't drink. Listen, if you fly in once a year to Vegas and you bring $2,500 to gamble,
Right.
and you get drunk and you smoke 20, whatever. But if you really gamble the way that I gamble, yeah.
And the
don't
crazy
drink.
thing about it, dude, is you got it. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference because I've seen people where I'm like, man, you got to put $3 in there or you're not going to hit the jackpot. You know, they gamble like $1. And I'm like, but you got it.
When we go off the air, I'm going to bring my boys in here that are with me every night and every day. And wait till I tell you this fucking story. It's
All right.
awesome.
Cool. And we're going to turn everything off. I'm not going to even leak that one and shit.
For real.
Dana, I want to do something with you real quick before we have to let you go. It's called When Was the Last Time?
Mm-hmm.
Dana White, when was the last time you pumped gas? Like got out the car and pumped it yourself?
It's been years. Years.
Do you have electric cars, or you just have somebody that fill the car?
Hell no.
Thank you so much. Automatic cars and shit.
So I have a guy who works for me, my houseman, that does everything, and he fills all the cars up with gas.
All right, so do you know what side of the gas tank it's on?
I'll tell you a story.
Know what arrow means?
So we have a guy, I love going to grocery stores, and I don't dislike pumping gas either,
right,
or any of that stuff. But no, I haven't done either in a long time. So I had my shaver broke at my house, right? And I'm driving back from the office, and I've people that handle all that type of shit. I have somebody that buys all my clothes. I mean, I haven't bought clothes in 20 years, right? So I'm driving back, and Target's right there. I'm like, who the fuck am I? I'm gonna stop at Target.
Dana White.
I'm gonna pick up a shaver, right? So I pull into the parking lot of Target, and I start looking for a parking place. And I'm like, fuck this shit. What the fuck am I doing?
You were done already.
I was looking for a parking place. The parking lot was packed at Target, right? So I'm driving, I'm looking, I go up one aisle, I go down the other, and I'm like, what the fuck this shit? Yeah. I haven't been to Target or grocery shopping.
That was one of my.
I'll ruin your whole fucking show.
Literally, that was my next one. When was the last time you went shopping?
Go ahead.
When was the last time? When was the last time you wanted a UFC fighter to lose?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Probably the middle of last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably the middle of last year.
Oh, so that recent.
We have almost 1,000 guys under contract. They don't all like me, and I don't like all of them either. So it's totally normal.
Because I remember I asked you something close to that before, and it was like you wanted to see Tito Ortiz.
That's the only one I remember. Yeah. That's the one, like, if you ask me, who's the last one you remember, I'd say Tito.
When was the last time you cooked yourself a meal?
So crazy that you asked me this question. So I came home about 3 weeks ago, and it's the first time that I cooked something in a long time.
What did you cook?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that.
You know I had to.
A fucking grilled cheese sandwich.
What the fuck is going on here?
And what makes it even worse, it was a keto grilled cheese
sandwich. And you had to cook it yourself?
Yeah,
I know that we went to your spot one time. We had the chefs. I was ordering all kind of shit. We were there after our meeting. We were there for another 2-3 hours. Can I try one of them little lettuce burgers, please? Dana White, when was the last time you flew commercial?
A couple years ago. So it would have been during COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we chartered those. I don't know if that counts, but we had the Etihad planes taking us back and forth.
Right. You chartered?
Does that count?
No, it doesn't, man. I mean, you chartered commercial planes to use for private.
Yeah.
No, okay, all right. Well, that's pretty much close. It was it had a name brand on it, right?
Yeah.
So that's a commercial
And
flight.
I was on there with the entire staff and the fighters. And
When was the last time you used an ATM? Like you went there?
Oh, early 90s. You guys all still use ATMs, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't even know that was still a thing.
Well, if I went to the ATM with you right now, and you pulled out $20,
I couldn't.
But let's say you could.
Okay.
You pull out $20, and on that little receipt it has the balance.
Yeah.
What would that say?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Hey, man.
That's fucking hilarious.
Hey, man, I asked Will Smith.
I should try that.
Yeah, please do. And I'm pretty sure you got multiple accounts. I asked Will Smith, I said, Will, if I went to the ATM with you and you pulled out $20, I said, what would that receipt say? He said it has so many zeros in it, it looked like it went, ooh. Like there's just some people. Do that.
I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Dana White, when was the last time you cried?
Oh, shit. When I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. This is a fucking huge thing in my house with my wife and my daughter.
That you don't cry?
Yes. Huge
You don't
thing.
show emotion?
Huge thing, yes.
Movies don't make you cry?
No.
Songs?
Like
anything specific?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what. So we're on a plane flying to the Middle East, me and Lorenzo Fertitta. And Lorenzo's like, "Oh man, you got to watch this movie. It's a great movie." So I'm watching this movie, A Fault in Our Stars. Have any of you seen?
No.
I might have
It's
seen it.
kids with fucking cancer.
Oh Lord. Wait.
And I'm like, why the fuck would he tell me to watch this movie? This is terrible. And that's probably the closest I've come
To crime.
since I was a kid. Yeah. So then Craig Borsari, who is our head of production, we met with him on the way back, and I'm like, dude, you got to watch this fucking movie, right? So we're flying back, and I come crawling out of the fucking room. And it's dark on the plane, and he's got the pad, and I came right, by the time though, I got him.
Yeah,
I got him.
Gotcha,
I said, how
motherfucker.
fucked up is this movie?
Yeah,
It's
and
a
what? He probably
very,
Sad.
very
think
good
I've-
movie, but
I've seen it
sad.
before.
Yeah, I think I've
It is a
seen
very
that.
sad movie.
Dana White, when was the last time you were starstruck?
Starstruck. Let's see. There's only two people on this planet that could make me get starstruck. It would be Clint Eastwood and Michael Jordan.
Damn.
Yeah.
You haven't met Clint Eastwood nor Michael Jordan?
No, neither one of them. I try. Listen, I've talked about this a bunch of times. I am so into Michael Jordan. I like killers, man. Then that dude is a killer, and I've heard stories about him. I don't know if you've ever met him.
You don't want to meet him?
Yeah,
Right.
I don't really want to meet him.
Right.
But if I did, and it was that type of an interaction, I would expect it anyway. But yeah, I'm such a huge Jordan fan.
When was the last time, Dana White, you waited for a table? Like Olive Garden, you say, how long was the wait?
So there's this. What is
that?
I gotta ask Lene what the name of it. See if Lene open the door. I gotta get Lene. Hey, Lene. Oh, I
They
thought
probably
were right out
listen
there.
in another room.
So there's this steakhouse in Vegas that I've been going to since it opened, and I showed up without a reservation, and they have the girls that stand outside, and it's actually inside the casino. What's the steakhouse that I used to love to eat at in Resort World? Carver. There we go. So Carver Steakhouse.
I get in like that.
Yeah, so I used to go there all the time and whatever. So last time I went, they, there was a couple girls outside. I said, hi, would I be able to get a table? And like, just a minute. And, that shit. And I said, okay, we want a table for, 5 or whatever. We're literally standing there for like 10 minutes, and these girls never fucking asked anybody, never anything. So I just walked away. I said, yeah. Never coming back.
You didn't do the you know who I am?
No, I don't do that shit.
Nobody in your crew? Because usually somebody in my crew would do that for me.
No. I said, hey, that's a wrap.
And you bought the restaurant.
So I'll never eat a Carver again.
Yeah, that's why in his Paramount deal, there is no like Carver table. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
One and done. I was like, it'd be one thing if they're trying to do it and they're like, listen, we're full. They didn't even fucking move. They never even fucking called anybody or even tried to.
Was anyone coming up to you like, man, can I get a picture with you?
No. So if you know where Carver Steakhouse is, and
obviously
it's like
I don't.
the end of the the hallway there. So there's not a lot of traffic there. Yeah.
So there was no that's Dana White.
Nah.
Do you ever think
I don't
like,
do that shit.
You don't do that? Not even
No.
in your head like, man, I'm fucking Dana White.
Nope.
Really?
No.
You should see the way I throw your name around.
I'm never fucking eating here again. That's what I thought.
Yeah, damn. You just said that. Now, hey, dude, they gonna pull me like, who the fuck did that?
Yeah.
Who the fuck did that? When was the last time Dana White you were pulled over? Like,
Oh my God. Every 10 minutes. I literally just got pulled over in Vegas a week ago, coming off our street where the headquarters is, and yeah.
And do they pull you over?
Yeah,
and
no,
then they look.
They're usually very cool to me. He said, you were going so fast, I have to give you a ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
And then you don't ever be like, man, I can give you a ticket.
Or two.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like shit.
No, I'm a huge law enforcement guy
Right.
and military. No.
Yeah, that's why you want to bless them with a night. Bless them with a great night. When was the last time you got mistaken for someone else?
Oh, all right, listen to this story.
Uh-oh.
So I walked this when the Mirage was still there. So I pull up in valet. I got out the car, and I walk into the Mirage. And this guy runs up to me. He's like, Dana White, you're the best. I love you. I'm the biggest fan. Da, 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 da. And he looks down the hall to his wife. He goes, honey, look. And she goes, Howie Mandel?
You're like, yeah.
I started fucking cracking up. I said, this is the greatest fucking thing ever. This is awesome.
Man, but he got to tell that story like, fucking, this she call him fucking Howie Mandel. Dana White.
Every white bald dude on earth walks up to me and tells me, everybody says I look like you.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, man, that used to be a thing, especially when I was bigger.
Yeah.
All, heavy set, fat black people look the same. So I would get everything. It was, remember Ruben Studdard from American Idol?
Stop
People
it,
like,
bro.
man, Ruben Studdard. Like, no, I'm not Ruben Studdard. Like, oh my God, Fat Albert. No, I'm not Fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. Hear me now. I get dudes that come up to me like, and they would say, man, people used to think I was you. People used to think I was you. People thought I was Big Boy.
All the time, man.
Yeah, man. Like, not at all, man. Dana White, definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man. And
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the invite for this Saturday as well, man.
You're invited to every fucking thing I ever do.
I can't be there.
That.
I got a bar mitzvah I got to do. Yeah. One of my business guys, man, his little one's turning 13, so I got to go do that, man. I got to go do that. So
his agent.
Yeah. No, he's just one of my good endorsers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was asking, Louis was asked, what do you think about soccer?
You recently made some
That
comments.
wasn't recent. That was like fucking 15 years ago.
Was it?
Right.
Dude, that's crazy how it's circulating
it
again.
It's fucking crazy. I saw that on my feed,
Yeah.
and I'm like, Dana White recently made it 15 years ago. I made that
what he saying?
comment.
So the comment was that he feels that soccer is the least talented sport.
Right.
Because anybody can play.
So we're going to bring this up now, and now it's going to sound new.
But it's going viral.
But what I
It's
said
everywhere.
was it's the least talented sport. I can't remember how it started, how we got talking about it. I said there's a reason 3-year-olds play it. I said when
Dana.
When the net is the size, when the net is the size of that wall,
Dana.
Okay, and the score is 1-1, and then you talk about hockey, right? I'm not a big hockey fan. These dudes skate 100 miles an hour on ice, bent over with a crooked stick. The goal is as big as the guy standing in front of it, and anybody can fucking murder you at any time.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's, you know.
Well, you know what, Dan? I'm glad you said that 15 years ago and just remixed it. You know, it's obvious
that was
you
so
still.
funny.
It's obvious you're still kind of standing on it, Dana.
I think just with the World Cup coming back, I think that's why it kind of hit social media again.
So I don't think it's gonna be any.
I'm not a big soccer fan.
You know what? I find that easy to believe. Wow.
I'm a big soccer fan.
Dana, let me let you get out of here before you get yourself
Listen,
in trouble.
I love Ronaldo. I have a great
You
relationship
still going,
with
huh?
him.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead,
I love
Dana,
him.
please.
No disrespect to any of the guys, but, you know, I'm just not a soccer fan.
Right.
Yeah.
So this Saturday, Paramount Plus, we got a great card, man. And like I was saying, there's so many on here that look like they could just be the actual, main card, bro. And I thank you for what you do with sports. And even during the pandemic, bro, you were the only one. You guys were the only ones that kept us sane going through the pandemic. Something that felt normal.
Thanks for many, many years of support, my brother.
Thank you, my man.
It.
Thank you, my brother. And that's Dana White right there. Dana White in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.